All right, we're going to get our scores into place, our staging into place, and then we're going to get rolling on the big wheel races. We've got a lovely Wednesday evening here. Hope everyone's excited for racing. I certainly am. We've got 20 motos of racing. Our score is getting into place. We've got some quarter marshals. And let's see, waiting on the gate, we have 17 to 20 women's cruisers. Rebecca, Natalie, and Adeline Shoemaker. All right, the gate goes down. Addie's down the hill first, followed by Natalie and then Rebecca. I'm a little suspicious. I think Rebecca's going easy on them. Coming out of the turn, we have Natalie, followed by Addie, followed by Rebecca. We're going to see. Addie keeps trying, though. Down the third straight. Rebecca's on Addie's inside. I think she's going to come underneath her. Yep, Rebecca takes over the 2 spot. She's looking after, she's going after Natalie. Down the final straight, it's going to be Rebecca, Natalie, then Addie. Next up. If I could turn. All right, 31 to 35 women's cruiser, Tara, Tracy, and Mariana. Coming down out of the second straight, we have Mariana, followed by Tara, followed by Tracy. We're having a lovely day today. The ladies are doing great. We are missing Eric Reed. Eric Reed. You are wanted on the gate. Is there an Eric Reed here? Going once. Going twice. All right, we will go without Eric. 17 to 20 cruiser. Brendan, Caden, and our missing Eric. Down goes the gate. It looks like it's going to be Brendan out there by himself. No Eric, and Caden decided not to race. So Brendan's got an easy lap here. Okay. All right. Our 5 and under Navis. We got our Brooks, Haley, Ellie, and Martin. I think we have Ellie out in front coming out of the first turn, followed by the 614 of Martin, followed by the 849 of Brooks. Ellie's keeping her lead, followed by Martin and then Brooks, and then Haley's coming down. Everyone's doing great, and that's how we're going to finish. On the gate are our 6 Navis. She got it. Oh, a little bit of help there. That's all good. Those are big rollers. Oh no. She dusts herself off, hops back on the bike, and crosses the finish line. Go Haley. 6. These are our 6 Navis. 7 riders here. Caleb, Christopher, Chase, Samuel, Thiago, Sebastian, and Joshua. Down the first straight they go. Into the turn. Coming out of the turn is the 770 bike. Sebastian Salazar. Followed by the 966 of Thiago. And up the 85 bike, Joshua Dexter. Let's see. Out of turn number 3. There they go. Up, up, on the down low. I'm not quite sure who that was who took over the number 3 spot, but all right, our 7 Navis. Israel, Emmett, Owen, Jameson, Blair, and Henry. Let's see, we got some good racing here. Coming down the second straight. Competition here between the 109 bike of Israel and the 87 bike of Jameson. Jameson's not giving up, but Israel's watching his line. Alrighty, let's see. Coming down the last straight. I think that's the way they're going to finish. Eight novices on the track. Down goes the gate. Sebastian, Ty, Tyler, Garrett, Sutton, Santiago, and Remy. Let's see. Coming out of turn 1. Out in front. It's the 57 bike of Sebastian, followed by the 558 of Ty. Ty's not giving up. He's going for Sebastian. Up. Ty's watching his line. Coming down the final straight. Is Ty going to hold on to it? Hold on to number 2. We'll see. Oh, it's going to be tight. I'm going to leave that to the score. Ten Navis, Jackson, Camden, Patrick. All right, coming out of turn 1. We have the 356 in front. Patrick followed by the 70 of Camden. Camden's not giving up. This is going to be a tight race. We'll see how it comes down on the last straight. Oh, it's going to be, I don't know how that one went. That was tight at the end there. All right, our 11-year-old novices. Maglai, Diesel, Matthew, and Asa. Apologies if I get the names wrong. Coming out of turn 1, coming down the straight. We got the 405 in front of Matthew, followed by the 657 of Diesel and the 413 of Asa. Down the 4 straight. Ooh. Looking good. And that's the way they're going to finish. All right, our 15-year-old novices, William, Austin, and Frankie. Let's see. Coming out of the first turn. That's the 138 of William, followed by the 105 of Austin and the 630 of Frankie. Not giving up. Austin's continuing to eyeing that number 1 spot. We'll see how the last turn goes. And the final straight. And I think that's the way they're going to finish. Next up, 17 to 20 novices. Paige, Chris, and Mark. Oh, coming in under the low. Coming underneath. I think that's Mark. Out in front, 77, followed by the 147 of Chris and the 77A of Paige. Mark's going to hold on to his lead, followed by Chris and then Paige. And that's the way it's going to go. 41 to 45 novice. Taylor's out in front. Followed by Juan. Up. Down the second straight. Ooh. All right, he's back up. We got Taylor, we got Jeff, and then we got Juan. This is Juan's first race. Give him a hand. It's tough taking a fall when you're in this age group. I know because I've done it. All right, down goes the gate on our 6 intermediates. Ryder, Jacob, and Parker. We have, I think, Parker's into the turn first, followed by Ryder, then Jacob. Parker's holding on to his lead. Ryder's behind him, though. Jacob's going strong. All right, this is Jacob's first race as an intermediate, and he's doing great. And that's how we're going to finish. All right, 8 intermediates. We have Dexter, Brooks, Evan, Dexter, Allen, Jace, and Blake. Coming down the straight, first place we got Dexter, followed by Addie, I don't know. There's a race for third going on here. Coming down the last straight, we have Dexter. We got Addie. And then we've got, I think that's Blake. Oh, Blake's overtaking Addie for the second place. All right, 9 intermediates on the gate. Down goes the gate. Andrew, Samuel, Joey, Vaughn, Mason, Andrew, and Michael. Let's see, coming out of the first turn, it's the number 17 bike, Mason Gray, followed by the 30 of Joey. And then I think that's Vaughn in third. Down straight number 4 into the turn. Good group of riders. Up. Jake Andrew Liskey takes over the number 5 spot. And that's the way they're going to finish. $11 intermediates. Caden, Benjamin, and Juan. I think Caden's going to sit this one out. Is Benjamin and Juan. Benjamin's out in front, followed by Juan in number 2. Coming down the second straight. Juan's not giving up. He's got his sights on number 1. Ben's guarding his lines. He knows Juan's back there, and he wants it. Coming out of the final turn, down the last straight, we have Ben out in front, Juan in second. Jaden, Dante, and Ryder. Coming down the second straight, Nick's out in front, followed by the 48 of Ryder. Then the 311 of Jaden. Jaden's not giving up. He's looking for number 2. Is he going to be able to get it? I think Ryder's going to hold on to the number 2 spot. That's the way they're going to finish. Our last moto, Moto 20, 31 to 40 women's experts, Tracy, Tara, and Mariana. Think we have Mariana out in first, followed by Tara, followed by Tracy. Alrighty, I think that's the way they're going to finish. All right. Round 2. On the gate, 17 and 20 women's cruisers. Up. Helmet adjustments needed by the gate upper. That's okay. So just a shout out to all of our riders going down to the Dixieland National this weekend. Should be a fun time. And we are still racing here. There's going to be a small crew here racing. So anybody that's sticking around, Sunday, there'll be a race. Good luck to all the riders heading down to Dixieland. All right, Jeff. Good? All right, on to round 2. On the gate, 17 to 20 women's cruisers. Natalie, Adeline, and Rebecca. Down goes the gate. Addie's down the straight first. But Natalie's taking over the number 1 spot. Into the turn first goes Natalie, followed by Addie, followed by Rebecca. Up, the girls are trying to guard their lines, but Rebecca's going to take them on the inside. All right, going down the straight, we have Natalie out in front, followed by Rebecca, followed by Adeline. Natalie's holding on to the number 1 spot. She's going to make Rebecca have to work for it. Down the 4th straight, Rebecca takes over the 1, followed by Natalie in number 2, and Adeline in number 3. And that's the way they're going to finish. Next up, 31 to 35 women's cruiser. Ooh, they just raced. Tara, Tracy, Mariana. Down goes the gate. Mariana comes out strong, followed by Tara, followed by Tracy. Into the first turn. Mariana's out in front, followed by Tara. And here comes Tracy as well. All right, our 17-20 cruiser. Brendan's out there by himself. And away we go. All right, our 5 and under Navis are racking up. And it is Brooks, Haley, Ellie, and Martin. Martin takes over the lead. Oh, but here comes Ellie. Ellie, Martin, Brooks, and Haley. Ellie gets into the turn first. We have Ellie, then Martin in number 2. Brooks in number 3. Haley's making it. She's working it. It's a big track for little legs. We have Ellie, Martin, and Brooks going down the third straight. Haley's working it. Up. Ellie's out in front, followed by Martin. Followed by Brooks. We'll see if that's the way they finish. All right, our 6 novices on the track. Caleb, Christopher, Chase, Samuel, Thiago, Sebastian, and Joshua. Coming out of the turn. I can't read my announcer sheet, it's windy. It's the 77 of Sebastian, followed by the 85 of Joshua, followed by the 80 of Chase. We'll see how they come down. And I think, oh, we'll see. It's going to be tight for number 2. All right, these are our 7 novices. Israel, Emmett, Owen, Jameson, Blair, and Henry. All right, coming out of the turn. Who do we have out in front? Looks like the 87 of Jameson, followed by the 109 of Israel. Followed by, looks like the 615 of Owen. Let's see how they do. Jameson's holding on to his lead. Eight novices. Here they go. Sebastian, Ty, Tyler, Garrett, Santiago, and Remy. Let's see who we have. Into the first turn they go. Coming out. Who's out in front? It looks like it's the 57, Sebastian, followed by the 558 and the 376 of Ty and Garrett. Let's see. They are working hard. Garrett's not giving up. He's looking at that number 2 spot. He thinks that number 2 trophy is going to look great. That's the way they're going to finish. Ten novices. Jackson, Camden, Patrick. Out in front, it's the number 70 of Camden, because he's got nice big numbers on his jersey. so I can read it. We got a race for number 2. 356 into 134. 034 Jackson and Patrick. Down the 4 straight they go. Eleven novices. Maglai, Diesel, Matthew, Asa. Let's see how they come out of that turn. We've got the 405 of Matthew out in front, followed by the 657 of Diesel, followed by the 413 of Asa. And I think that's the way they're going to finish. Moto 12, 15 novices, William, Austin, Frankie. All right, out in front, it's a race between the 138 and the 105 to who wants first place. Is it going to be the big wheel or the little wheels? We'll see. Up. I think that's the 138 of William just taking over first place. But it's not secured yet. It's going to be a drag race to the finish, I think. Who's going to get it? All right, 7 to 20 novices. Paige, Chris, Mark. I think we got Mark out in front, followed by Chris, followed by Paige. All right. $41 to $45 novices. Taylor, Juan, Jeff. Taylor's in the 1 spot. Juan is in the 2nd spot. Jeff's trying to make a move. He's not out of it yet. Into turn number 2. It's Taylor. It's Juan. It's Jeff. Oh, Juan's coming for Taylor. Oh, he takes the he takes it low. Oh, let's see. Taylor's not giving up. Oh, but a little bounce. I think he's okay, though. All right, our 6 intermediates. 41 to 45 novice is always a fun class to watch. All right, 6 intermediates. Ryder, Jacob, Parker. I think that's Parker out in front, followed by Ryder, followed by Jacob. Pedaling hard. All right, 8 intermediates. Brooks, Evan, Dexter, Adlin, Jason, Blake. Down the straight, we have Dexter into the turn first. Oh, Addie took it. She's in number 2. Let me tell you, it's going to be a fun car ride home for me. Dexter and Addie, followed by the number 23 bike, Brooks. Oh, Blake takes over the number 3 spot. Oh, here comes Joshua. Nope, sorry, wrong Dexter. Here comes Evan. Oh boy, this race isn't over yet until they cross the finish line. Every place is important. Nine intermediates on the track. Andrew, Samuel, Joey, Vaughn, Mason, Andrew, Michael. We got Mason out in front. Oh, Oh, but the number one spot just got taken. Oh, no, that is Mason out in front. Sorry. Vaughn's in number 2. He's not giving up. Let's see. Turn 3 is going to be interesting. Oh, down the straight. It's going to be a drag race. I'm not quite sure who's going to take second. Up, Vaughn took it low. Man, excellent racing now, the intermediates tonight. $11 intermediates. Caden sitting this one out, so it's just Ben and Juan. Oh, look at that manual by Juan. Coming down the second straight, it's Ben, followed by Juan. Juan's not giving up. He doesn't want to settle for second. Let's see how this goes. Ben's got a healthy lead. Let's see how Juan takes this. And that's the way they're going to finish. Ben and Juan. Alrighty, our 16 intermediates. Though I think Nick looks a little old for 16. So we got Nick out in front, followed by the 311, Jaden, followed by the 48 of Ryder. Jaden's not giving up on Nick. He wants that number 1 spot. He's going to make him work for it. All right, our final moto in round 2, 31 to 40 women's expert. Mariana, Tara, and Tracy. Mariana's out in front, coming out of turn number 1, followed by Tara, followed by Tracy. Let's see how it finishes. All right, we are going to take a 5-minute break, I'd say. 5-minute break, and then we'll get on to the mains. So if the women's cruisers want to just take a little break, we're not going to go right into mains. We'll give it 5 minutes, and then we'll get on back on to racing. Especially since our women's experts are also running women's cruisers, so it might be nice to give them a little break before they have to run again. So we will start this back up. Say 7 o'clock at the latest. 7 o'clock, we will start it back up. All right, concessions is open. So if you're thirsty, or if you need a little snack, swing by concessions. Get yourself a nice cold beverage. Jeff. Are we moving the glue? Do we need volunteers? All right. If you haven't noticed, there are 4 barrels of glue back behind concessions. We need to get those barrels or back behind the bleachers. We need to get those barrels down the hill into that metal container down there so we can seal the track in the coming weeks. So I think we got a hand truck, so we need a few strong individuals to give us a hand moving those at the end of racing today. That would be greatly appreciated. Last call for concessions before we start back up. We'll get started back up in a couple minutes, so last call for concessions. All right, we are going to get this race started back up. Our score is heading back into position. We got our gate operator. I think we just need to get a couple of the quarter marshals back out there. Get our 70 to 20 women's cruisers racked back up. If you're on the track, you need to come off the track because we're going to be racing. Alrighty. Score is in place. All right. If your motos 4 through 13, you should be in staging. Because this is it. This is the final round. This is mains. All right, thumbs up from the gate operator. Thumbs up from our scorer. I see at least one corner marshal out there. I say we light this. I think we're good to go. $17 to $20 cruiser. Down goes the gate. Natalie's out in front, followed by Addie, followed by Rebecca, who I think is going to be taking her time. It's going to be a race. Nat, followed by Addie. Let's see how it goes. Addie's right behind Nat. Rebecca's coming on strong. All right, 31 to 35 cruisers down the straight. Tara, Tracy, Mariana. Mariana's out in front, followed by Tara, followed by Tracy. Out of turn 2 they come. Into turn 3. Mariana, Tara, Tracy. $17 to $20 cruiser. Brendan. Look like Nick's out there to give him a little company. Alrighty, on the gate, 5 nobbies. That's Daddy's drink. No, you can't have Daddy's drink. That's got caffeine. Alrighty, Brooks, Haley, Ellie, and Martin. Let's see. I think that's Ellie out in front. Martin, Brooks, and Haley. All right, Ellie's out in front. We got the 614, Martin, in second, followed by Brooks, and third, followed by Haley. Haley's doing great. And I think that's the way they're going to finish. Alrighty, we have our 6 nobbies. Caleb, Christopher, Chase, Samuel, Thiago, Sebastian, and Joshua. It's a drag race down the first straight. Let's see. We got the number 77 out in front. That's Sebastian. Let's see. It's 85 just took over the second spot. Joshua. Followed by, I think that was the 966 of Thiago. Oh, no, there's a lot of numbers on that kid's plate. I'm assuming it's Thiago. Oh, Thiago just moved into fourth. There we go. All right, 7 Navis, Israel, Emmett, Owing, Jameson, Blair, Henry. Down the second straight, we got the 109 in front of Israel, followed by the 87 of Jameson, and then the 615 of Owen. So we got Israel, Jameson, Owen. Ooh, Jameson's not giving up. But he's not able to hold on to it. All right. 8 Navis, Sebastian, Ty, Tyler, Garrett, Santiago, and Remy. Let's see how they come down the second straight. It's the 376 of Garrett out in front by the 558, followed by the 57 of Ty and Sebastian. I think Sebastian just took over the number 2 spot. He's got his sights set on number 1. We'll see. Ooh, it's going to be close. I'm going to let the score figure that one out. Ten Navis, Jackson, Camden, Patrick. Let's see how they go. Down the second straight. It's the 356 followed by the 70. Oh! 356 of Patrick. I think Jackson just took over the number 2, and Camden's out in number 3. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if Jackson's able to hold on to it. Jackson slips a pedal. Camden takes over number 2. 11 Navis, Magalai, Diesel, Matthew, Asa. Let's see how it goes. Down the second straight, we have out in front the 405 of Matthew, followed by the 657 of Diesel. Matthew, Diesel, Asa, Maglai. Let's see. Diesel has his eye on Matthew. Let's see. Is he going to pass underneath? No. He's not giving up. Total points racing. Every race counts. 15 Navis. William, Austin, Frankie. Oh, yes, I remember. This is a good one. So out in front, we got the 138, followed by the 105. 138's William. 105 was Austin. Austin's riding the big wheels. William's going to hold on to number 1 right now, but Austin's going to take it low. He gains a little bit of ground. But that's the way they're going to finish. (17 to 20). Novice, Page, Chris, Mark. Let's see. We got Mark out in front, followed by Chris, followed by Page. I think that's the way they're finishing. Our 41 to 45 novice crew. Always a fun race. Drag race down the first straight. Juan, Taylor, Jeff. Ooh, Juan takes it low, holds on to the number 1 spot. He's out in front. Taylor's not giving up. Taylor's taking him on the inside, and Taylor gets it to turn number 2 first. Juan's not giving up. Jeff's not giving up either. We'll see how this goes. Down the fourth straight they go. Taylor's out in front. Juan, Jeff. Oh, Jeff's trying to take over Juan. Jeff's going to take the number 2 spot. Juan for 3. Intermediates. 6 intermediates. Rider Jacob Parker. Then we have Ryder out in front, followed by Parker, followed by Jacob. Ooh, coming out turn one, Parker takes over the number 1 spot. Followed by Ryder, followed by Jacob. Ryder does not look like he's giving up, though. He's looking for a way. Let's see how this goes. But I think that's the way they're going to finish. Parker, Ryder, Jacob. Eight intermediates. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. Adeline's on the inside, followed by her bigger brother, Dexter. Dexter takes over the 1 spot. Addie's on the down low. Dexter's in the 1. Followed by the 39 of Blake, followed by Addie. But it's still anyone's race. Dexter's guarding his lines. Followed by Blake, followed by Addie, but Addie's going for number 2. Let's see if she can make it stick. It's going to be a drag race. We have Dexter. We have I'm not calling that one. That was tight. That was really close. Nine intermediates: Andrew, Samuel, Joey, Vaughn, Mason, Andrew, Michael. This is another excellent race. Mason's out in front, followed by Vaughn. It's going to be tight. Up, Jacob Liskey takes over the number 3 spot. Let's see how it goes. Mason, Vaughn, Andrew. Oh, it's going to be a drag race for number 3. Let's see how this goes. Eleven intermediates. We have Ben and Juan. I think Juan might have slipped the pedal coming out of the gate. Ben's out in front, followed by Juan. Coming into the second turn, we got Ben, followed by Juan. Alrighty, 16 intermediates. Nick, Jaden, Dante, Ryder. I think we got Jaden out in front, followed by Nick. And it's a race for number 3. I think the 318 bike has it, though. Dante's got number 3. Into the 4 straight. Jaden's holding on to the first spot, but Nick's coming on fast. Nick's going to come down underneath Jaden. Let's see how it goes. Jaden's going to hold on to it, followed by Nick, followed by Dante, followed by Ryder. Final moto of the evening, folks. 31 to 40 women's expert. Tracy, Tara, Mariana. We have Tracy on front, followed by Mariana, followed by Tara. Down the second straight, they're holding that order. Mariana's looking for number, I think they're chatting out there. I see a conversation going on. I think there's some on-race encouragement going on. And I think that's the way we're going to finish it. We got Tracy, Mariana, followed by Tara. Oh. I don't know if they're all trying to tie together. But that is it for racing, folks. Thank you very much for coming out. We're looking for a few strong volunteers to help us with those barrels to get them down into the container. We will be handing out awards in a few moments as soon as our score comes on up. So just hang tight. Hope you had a good time. We sure did.